Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing good. Um, we're back in a motel right now, thank goodness, for a few days. Well, we've been here for a couple days, but yeah. So we were continuing on our journey to try to get shelter. We had gone down to a, excuse me, we had gone down to a, one of the cooling centers and near the downtown area, near the arts district. And we were able to talk to some people about some resources. And the lady that I spoke to was from CBI, and the only thing they wanted to offer us was to stay in that new campground they built in a tent with no utilities whatsoever, in the middle of the Phoenix hot season, where from this point on it's probably going to be triple digits. So basically, with my health issues and Ben's health issues and our little dogs, we'd all probably just cook to death in there. Um, this is what our billions of dollars that are going to homeless is building us a campground, which they spent $10 million on. It's really frustrating. It really is. They seem to be wasting a lot of money on the resources that they're given. Almost $2 billion has been given to homelessness in Phoenix, and they want to put a 58-year-old autistic woman in a tent with her two little dogs and her autistic partner, and put us in a tent to cook in the summertime. So yeah, and I went through and got some numbers. Like, CAS is not completely CAS, and which is the Central Arizona Shelter System, and CBI, which is Community Bridges Incorporated, which mainly deals with drug addiction and alcoholism. Both those companies are the ones that have been given this $1 billion to build shelters or create affordable housing, that sort of thing. And basically, they built a campground, which even some people pushed back on, that said that that was pretty much inhumane. And if you can imagine, when it's 100 degrees in Phoenix and you're on concrete in a tent, it's going to be hotter in that tent than it is outside, and it's going to just cook you. And that's miserable. If they were able to have like hookups, even hookups though, I mean, they might be able to put like a little air conditioner or something in the tent, but it's not going to be cool by any means, because it, it's not built to hold the air. It's built to just be a temporary shelter. But if we go up north to Black Canyon City, where it's higher elevation and considerably cooler, especially at night, and we have hookups for the tent, they have electricity and Wi-Fi, and we can get cell service, and they have really nice showers and bathrooms and stuff like that. We'd have to pay about $530 a month for those services, but that would keep us alive. If we take these tents for free in this campground, it's almost certain death, at least really bad illness. I can't imagine. If you're an older person, you know how heat affects you when you get older. I'm not a thin person. I carry a lot of weight. I have large breasts that heat me up pretty badly. But yeah, I wouldn't survive. I would probably go into cardiac arrest pretty quickly living in a tent like that. So those are what our fine city is offering us. They wouldn't even talk to us about staying in the motel at the cooling center, although we did mention we both have autism and we have health problems and I have injuries. But they said, oh, well, everyone has to start in the tents. And when I said, I asked them questions, I said, well, is there any electricity? Is there any type of cooling? No, but people stayed in the tents last year, and they got through it. And I said, well, 630 people died of heat exhaustion. So that's a lot of people to die of heat exhaustion. Probably most of those were staying outside in tents. My glasses are broken. I just don't have anything right now. My glasses are broken. I have no clothes, no shoes, no nothing. I mean, like couple shirts, one pair of pants and one pair of shoes, and I lost a lot of the things up at Bartlett Lake. But anyway, that's kind of off subject. But yeah, so. Just as an update, that's basically what they offer people. I don't know if because of our autism or what it is, but yeah, they want to put us in the tents. That's what they offered us the first time they offered us services was the tents. And first of all, we don't want to be downtown near Cass because that's a really bad area of town. A lot of stuff goes on and people reporting like the shelter system at Cass, there's a lot of theft, there's a lot of rapes, there's a lot of crime that's going on there, a lot of gang related crime. The people that are supervising it aren't very nice either, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing things to people. It's just not at all a humane place to be. And I don't feel like I've committed any crimes, so I don't feel like I deserve to go to prison, which is basically what this place looks like. I will post an old article from when they first opened this campsite that shows, basically what the campsite looked like before they had any tents or anything in there. And you can see that it's just an open lot, like a parking lot, basically. And it's not good at all. If they were going to have a campground, they should have an actual campground like they do where they have, rocks and they have a lot of shade and they have covers and things like that, and they have hookups for electricity. Those sort of things would be an acceptable campground to put people in. But this is not acceptable at all. And I'm really appalled. I'm appalled at this situation. So, well, that's about it for now. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe and sheltered and just try to stay cool out there if you're in the Phoenix area. Bye-bye.